Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning. I'm excited to be here today. I am doing my Paycheck 1 closeout and I'll be setting up my Paycheck 2. Just flip the page here and set up Paycheck 2 because my husband got paid today and we are ready to set the new budget for the new paycheck period. So I'm going to pop these pages out really quick and we will zoom in and get started on filling in and closing out Paycheck 1 and filling in Paycheck 2. So I will be right back. Okay, so here's Paycheck 1. And as you can see, I did some changes and things were a little bit different. My income didn't change at all, so that was good. Though more income was always better, but you know, it didn't go down. So I was very happy about that. So all the income that I expected to come in did, and nothing new, nothing more, nothing less. So that was good. All the bills that normally come out came out. Let me move this up bit more so you can see that. So these are my bills. The first thing I write are my bills, and then the last thing I write are my expenses, and then under expenses are my unbudgeted stuff, and I only had one unbudgeted at the time, actually for the paycheck period. Now this paycheck period was from May 1st, or actually May 30th, no, April 30th, I don't know, we'll just say May 1st. I can't remember if I added a day in there or not. So May 1st through the 13th. So it's pretty much 2 weeks right there. And actually I do think I had the last day of April too. So that's 14 days. That's 2 full weeks paycheck because my husband did get paid on the 30th of April. That's right. It was an extra check for the month. How could I forget that? It was awesome. So anyways, and I got to put a lot of money in savings and take some of this money and put in savings as well. So that was kind of cool. Which is why my balance forward was negative. I borrowed from this paycheck too. Anyway, moving on. The mortgage came out. Greater Europe Missions came out. Helping Hands at Church came out. Natural Gas came out. Humana Health, my son's insurance. I moved stormwater. I did not realize the stormwater sinking fund that I'm paying, I have it on scheduled for the 14th, which was today, not the first of the month like I thought I did. So I just took it out and made it 0 here and moved to Paycheck 2. And then Geico came out, and so Boss L&L is Boss Land and Lawn. He's the guy who cuts our grass. And the 30th, when I wrote the check on the, because I write him a check, it takes a week before before he deposits it. He goes to the bank once a week and then it gets deposited. So that came through from the previous time he came out. This one on the 13th, which was yesterday, I gave him the check, but it's next week. So I decided to move, because I knew it wasn't going to clear before the 14th. I moved that to Paycheck 2 as well. So I made a 0 there. My husband's personal money. And then here's our spending categories. So I have made note of how much we spent in all the categories here on this little sticky note, total spent. And I'm going to transfer these numbers onto here to close out this budget sheet. So for grocery household, we spent $470.72. So it's well within what we had planned. So we planned 500, 470.72, and that left us $29.28 left over. If you saw my weekly check-in, the previous video to the budget video to this, I did go through the weekly check-in. These are the final numbers for that week. Because it was 2 weeks in a pay period for Paycheck 1, and the numbers always match that way. So that's kind of how I check myself to make sure I'm still tracking correctly. Let's see. Next is restaurants. So restaurants is $229.20. And let's see what we had there. So we had $325, and I took out $229.20, and that left us $95.80, and that was a pretty good chunk of change, but we just didn't go out that much that week, so that was pretty awesome. Now we have miscellaneous. Miscellaneous was $275. Go ahead and put that in, minus, and you know what? I just did the wrong number. I thought that number looked odd. Back up. Let's pretend that didn't happen. This is why I use erasable pens. I love writing with a pen, but I can't not make a mistake. So, all right, 264. I looked at the wrong number when I wrote it down. 65. All right, now let's see what the total is. 325 minus 264.65. Okay. So that is 87.35. And I'm going to double check if that's right. All right, I typed the wrong numbers in. So that's what happened there. I knew that wasn't right. I've been writing these numbers over and over again. I'm going, something's not right here. So $60.35 is what the difference is. Miscellaneous is $275, and we spent miscellaneous $229.20. And that is $45.80. All right, and then gasoline, we had $125, and we spent $91.97, and that left $33.03. And all of this balances forward in those individual spending categories to the next month. So, which I absolutely love. And then the one unbudgeted item right here for $270. This was a plumbing thing. They fixed our tub. We can now soak in the tub. It's a great bathtub. Yeah, a soaking tub for one person. And it's got these armrests, and you just sit in there and soak in hot water. It's amazing. So I love that. So what I need to do now that I know the actuals for all the income that came in stayed the same, I need to see what all the differences are in what we spent here, and let's hope I do the numbers right. So let's get calculating. Let me get this set up real quick. There we go. All right, I will be right back. Okay, so this is the total amount, and we're going to write this number in here at the bottom. It is $4,545. $45. $4,545.47. It was almost a tongue twister. So I'm going to make this negative, and then I'm going to add, and we're going to add the total here, $4,886.40. And that gives us $340.93. And to be honest, I forgot to check this morning in my bank account what the final number was. Not this morning, but last night before the new deposit came in. So I'm guessing this is right. This sounds right. I actually would like to test something here because the only thing I spent yesterday was on gas. And I remember what it was before gas, so I kind of remember. I didn't exactly write it down. So let's see. If I add the gas back in, 57.97. Nope, something else must have come through. Anyways, regardless, this should be the balance forward number for Paycheck 2. But yeah, it was around 400 and some when a couple days ago, and I kept looking at it, and then I had to get gas, and we had a gas shortage around here where everybody, a gas pipeline got shut off here on the East Coast, and then people did a run on gas for some reason. I don't know, it's like when people did a run on toilet paper for some reason and didn't need to. Yeah, and I was down to my last quarter tank, and I have a big car, so I needed gas for the next 2 weeks, and yeah, I couldn't get any until yesterday. So anyways, but this is what I'm balancing over to Paycheck 2. So here is my Paycheck 2. And if I need to do adjustments, I will do that later, but I'm going to go ahead and put Paycheck 2 here because I'm pretty sure we're all good there. So balancing forward, balance forward. Let's get this all on the screen for you. the $340.93. And then I'm going to put salary, which is my husband's paycheck from his job, which is $2,313.28. That's what he got paid today. So between those two numbers, all right, we have, let's see, it's hard to write straight up and down. $2,654.21. That is what we're working with on this paycheck period, and what we will be spending money on. I don't know. Oh, that's my other sheet. Weren't supposed to see it. That's okay. I put notes on other pages, so in previous months. All right, so what we are working with right here is electric. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill in all my bills and then my spending categories, which is my expenses. And we're going to go back and put the amounts in, and then we'll total that up, and then that will be all I'll do for the video. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is what I expect to pay in Paycheck 2 going forward. My electric, which I have the bill on, and the actual number is $96.68. Life insurance, that's the same every month, $87.56 for 4 people. Let's see, Boss Land and Lawn, that's my landscaper who cuts the grass, $55 every other week. Stormwater this time was $44.10, which is what it was last year. So there's that. Tithe is always $3.10. This is to our church. Vivint. I have noticed a lot of Vivint commercials on YouTube, and maybe it's just because it's something that's in my description box, but if you are interested in getting Vivint and it's something you've been thinking about, I do have a referral link in my description box below. You get $50, and I think I get $50. But it's up to you if you actually want to use it. I like it. It's a great security system. It works perfectly and no hiccups so far. So it's been really good. And yeah, it is what it is. My service comes with 2 cell lines for $56.46 in addition to being connected Wi-Fi to the house. If the power ever goes out and Wi-Fi is down, it has 2 cellular, I think they said 2 cellular, different carriers actually, lines that come out of the house so it can call for fire and rescue, police, emergency, whatever, and let them know what's going on with their call center. And then Sprint, oh, I need to look that up because Sprint, I'm going to put this down, $290.83. And then when I go back, I do know the numbers like $1 or $2 less. So I'm going to look that up and then I'll do the actual over here. So that's okay. I don't have to know it right now. Verizon actually already came out as $82.71. This is our Fios internet and it's really awesome. Let's see, $68.76. It's our city utilities. So it's our trash, water, sewer, recycling, yard waste, all that good stuff. Pickup stuff. And then we're supposed to have another grass cutting. If it does not fall under by the time the end of the month, then where I take it out here, I'll just move it to the next paycheck, which would be June's pay. And that'll work there. I'm budgeting $227.09, but that's going to be blown out of the water because we've had to put some stuff on there. We have started doing some mental health help with me and my husband doing some counseling, and I mentioned this in my faith video where we do marriage counseling. Not that we're on the brink of anything, we're just continuing and maintaining and keeping our marriage healthy, and there's some areas that need work on, and we need a professional counselor to guide us through that, and we pay out of pocket because they don't take insurance, and that's fine. We have been praying and waiting for that time, and God lead us into that point, which is one of the big motivators for us to get out of debt, is so we can afford a landscaper to cut our grass, or we can afford a plumber when we need to call a plumber, or we can afford to pay for just simple expenses for the house, or vacations and things like that. So it's always good not to think of, I have X amount of dollars left over of disposable cash, I can do a monthly payment on something to get what I want. What you're doing is you're robbing yourself of opportunities for vacations, for free time and hobbies and mental health help, or, chiropractor or something like that. I mean, there's so many things you could be using it for. So keeping a good amount of disposable income in your budget for those things is good, and not having debts and loans and payments that eat it all up and nickel dime you to death. Whew. Oh my. Grocery household for the second half of the month, and this should take us all the way to the end of the month. Okay, new numbers. Start over. Let's see. So week 3, I actually have $329.28 plus another $200 for week 4, and that would put us at $529.28. So that's what I need to put here. Available for groceries. All right, so restaurants, I balance forward for week 3, $222.85, and I'm going to add restaurants $162.50. I normally do this off camera, that's why this might be a little confusing, but I forgot to do so. So I'm going to do it real quick while we're filming. Let's see if I can get all this down. $385.35. So those leftovers that was in Paycheck 1 are balancing forward to Paycheck 2. And I'm just putting them together now. So we begin Paycheck 3 with $188.30, and Paycheck 4 we're adding $137.50. So I keep saying paycheck. I meant weekly, not paycheck. Oh, I am all kinds of messed up today. All right, so this is $325.80, and let me correct all this. So this is Paycheck. These are all Paycheck 2, but this is week 3 and week 4 of my weekly check-in. All of these are going to be week 3 and week 4 combined together, and that's what I'm actually adding together. So sorry about that if I confuse you guys. And then I'm bringing forward $95.53 plus $62.50 for week 4, and that is $158.03. There we go. That's the budget. Whew. I'm a hot mess today. Just don't mind me. All right, here we go. So now we're going to total all this, and hopefully this will be less than this number. I can't guarantee it right now. So we might be doing some adjustments, and especially in our spending categories, or we might have to take from savings. I don't know yet. So you are going to learn with me. So I will be right back. Okay, so it does show I am over budget, and I kind of expected this, but I wasn't sure for sure. So let's see what we're going to be out of budget. Let me go ahead and write this number down real quick. And what I may do is just save in my spending categories the difference and lower them across the spending categories. So it's $2,772.65. Now remember, Paycheck 3, which happens on the 28th near the end of the month, will not be applied to these because it comes after all of this. Now I can reduce the spending categories, or I can hold off on the Visa before I pay for it, and that will give me wiggle room long enough to get that paycheck in and then pay for all these things. So this Visa, I might be paying late. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, but I'm going to keep it here for now as budgeted, and you'll see later whether I keep it or not. So I'm going to make this a negative. I'm going to add this number here at the top. And this is $2,654.21. All right, it looks like I'm $118.44 over budget, which I kind of expected. I was, it's actually $5 more than expected. I'm not sure why that's a $5 difference, but that's okay. And if I made a mistake, I'll go back and correct these numbers at a later date. But for right now, we're just going to keep the numbers the way they are. 118.44. And if I wanted to, I could actually, oh, I know why it's $5, because I think I brought in $5 less up here. That's why. Okay, so this is the budget. This is paycheck 1. This is paycheck 2. We're all set up. We do know, and we are forewarned already, that paycheck 2 may not be enough by $118.44. So that will keep me remembering, okay, these are all the bills, but this is a spending category, and this right here I can actually push out to paycheck 3. So if I wanted to, I still have enough money. I'm not going to be overdrawn because there is no buffer as far as cash in the checking account. The only kind of buffer I actually have is a line of credit in our checking account, and I don't ever want to use it. I used to use it regularly and almost monthly and then I realized, oh, I've really got to get these debts paid off, so I don't keep using that line of credit. So, but I can tell myself, hey, I know I have some flexibility, not so much in the bill section, but in this Visa, because, you know, if you pay the minimum and not pay it off, that's one option, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to pay it off. But because with paycheck 3 not being assigned to any bills or any spending categories, I could actually move that bill over to paycheck 3 and there'll be a little flexibility. There might be an interest charge. I did not have one last month, but I might have one this time because it's going to be after the 24th. Who knows? I don't know. I would have to see what wait and see what the statement looks like. Which is why I hate playing the credit card game, but it is what it is. Grocery household, these are high spending categories. It looks like I have plenty for the entire last 2 weeks of the month, but I may try to cut back in the restaurants and miscellaneous as much as possible. I know I'll save some money in this gasoline area because we don't travel or we don't drive nearly as much, but I don't know if that's going to be possible because my husband is going to work more frequently. Maybe next week. I don't know yet. So we're waiting to see. So yeah, that is what our paycheck to paycheck looks like. And thanks for watching and coming along with me. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time in the next video. Have a blessed and amazing day. Bye.